What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon, I'm your comic book noob still, and welcome to... There's an earthquake! There's an earthquake! Welcome to the noob universe.
That was me. Effects, see? Cheap effects.
That's it. This is my effects guy, Mark. Say hi, Mark.
Hashtag effects guy.
It is the final episode of the year.
When are you going to release this?
I'll try. I don't think it's going to make it in time for Christmas, but maybe we'll see. But definitely, it will be. I'll get it out before the end of the year. How about that?
Yeah, all right.
So I thought we'd do a look back on 2024.
You can't even remember what you did last night.
Did you move in this year?
You're going to remember what we did.
Did you move in this year or last year?
Yes, I remember. I moved in this year.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, so let's do this. Quick shout out to my Minions. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in exclusive members only videos, extended episodes of the Noob, and exclusive emojis, hit the join button to find out more about channel membership. But remember, your membership is not required. The best way to support the channel is by liking and commenting on videos. All right, 2024 highs and lows. I mean, let's start with the biggest one, which was that Big City Comics moved to their new location. It was a big deal.
It was a big deal. It was. It was a lot of hard work.
I actually can't believe it was this year. I literally thought it might have been last year.
Well, I couldn't believe that I was going to get it done, to be honest. Like a lot of sleepless nights trying to, in my mind, you know, playing Tetris with my shelving and stuff. But everything worked out, everything well.
Did you already know this coming into this year, or was this something that sort of came up in the first couple of months? Like, is this something you already knew?
Yeah, I knew my rent was coming up. I know the end of my lease was coming up. So in my mind, I was already planning what I wanted to do next. You know, my finances and not really predicting where the rental laws are changing in Victoria, not knowing that. It just happened, and the dollar sinking the way it has in Australia, our weaker dollar based on the American dollar, not knowing that. But I think I made the right decision. You know, not only for my own sanity, but for the shop's survival. So I was already planning. I knew, you know, obviously, because when you run a business, you know, you see, you're the one, especially when you run it, you run it and manage it. You know the finances. You know what you're spending on invoices. You know what's going through the till. So you know you can project. You know, and then you look at you project and you look at your business plan and you see where you could go from there. How could you? I mean, being at the shop, I realised that I could only go so far to progress. So this may seem that I'm not progressing by going backwards, but I find that for me, I've progressed. Now I've got a lot more free time to do other things within the business.
And you've also opened up to things like, you know, Mark used to not really be able to do the comic fairs and stuff because he had to be at the shop, right?
Correct. That's what I mean, other things within the business, online and stuff like that. And I love that. Look, that was the big thing for me, and then trying to manage people coming here and, you know, that sort of thing. So my service probably hasn't changed, it's probably gotten better, my customer service, because it's not a shop, it's specialised now, more specialised. I'm liking it. It's not like I don't like it.
Because I think when, I guess you first announced it in the videos, a lot of people were like, how's Mark going to survive?
Correct.
You know, does Mark do anything else? I was like, no, man, this is it. Big City Comics.
Yeah.
Full throttle.
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't have any kids. I do have a mortgage, but I don't have kids. So, and I have a wife. So,
soon to be wife.
Soon to be wife, but you know.
Married guy.
Hashtag soon married guy. Shit's getting real, man. It's getting close. But you know, like it's not about. Like I still get. Funny enough, I still get walk-ins. You know, I still get people calling me. Are you there? When are you there? Or people just turning up, you know, hoping that I'm here. But yeah, I still get walk-ins, you know, and what has changed dramatically is the sales of trades. The sales of trades have dropped off a lot.
Because that's the type of walk-in thing where someone who maybe isn't as into comic books will come in and look at that stuff, you think?
Yeah, exactly right. So when I was at the shop, I sold a lot more trades. Here, I sell a lot more floppies. even though I don't keep a lot of new releases, or I don't keep floppies on a shelf, I do keep like number ones and number twos, or one shots on the shelf. And again, always people can always order after the fact or before the fact. I encourage pre-order. Yeah, I mean it's just a different way of business, adjusting. Not only I have to adjust to the customers what they want to. Not only do the customers have to adjust to me, I have to adjust to them as well. So it's been good. It's been challenging, but a good challenging.
Would you say it was a successful? I mean, we haven't quite reached a year yet, but a successful start. Because obviously it would have been scary as I think going into it.
Absolutely, it was successful. It was successful to the point of the move, the customer base. It's disappointing because of the dollar, our weak dollar. That's the only disappointing thing. But apart from that, everything else, that's something that I can't control, obviously. So apart from that, everything is great.
And how did you find? Because how many shows did you do this year? You did Supernova.
First one was Supernova.
That was the only big one you did, right?
Yeah, I'm only going to do one big one.
And then you've done like 3 small shows, I think?
That's right. So
2 Yarravilles and Geelong.
2 Yarravilles and Geelong, yeah.
Big city guy.
He remembered something. Wow.
And how did you?
He remembered his camera this time, and his tripod, and his memory stick. Unbelievable.
How did you find it? Obviously, I mean, you've done it before. I mean, I think in the time before this year, you did Days of Future.
That's it. Yeah.
Pop culture.
That was it. And
was
I
that
did
the
that
only time?
that was the only thing, and that was more of a promotional thing.
Did you not do one of the cons one time at a time? No, that was the only time. Okay, and that was like when you were new, yeah, when you did Days of Future. That was. I'm going to cut to a B-roll of that video because I looked really good in that video. So yeah, how did you find doing shows more?
I like doing the shows.
Yeah,
I like them. I'm going to do similar this year. And maybe do one of the big ones across. I want to do one across town.
What's that one?
I don't know yet. I want to do one that's across town, like
where's across town?
Box Hill or something, whatever, but something across town. That's
advice. Don't do Box Hill.
Yeah, okay, I won't do Box Hill, but something. I mean, like across town, like across where I live. I live in the west. I tend to stick to the west.
Why don't you try to do the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair? You'll probably miss out on the March one already, but like
maybe not the March one, no.
The Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair.
I can't do March anymore.
Nyan, if you watch this.
Who was it?
Nyan. He owns the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair.
Yeah, maybe do that one.
That one. Would you ever consider even like the Melbourne Toy Fairs? Or anything
Melbourne
like
Toy, yeah, something. That's what I mean by something across town, right? But I want to do something on the other side of town where my area is the west, so I like to try to stick to support the west, obviously the area. But if I want to do one on the other side of town, just to do something different.
Okay. Well, what about some of the books this year? Like, what were some of the bigger? I mean, obviously, Absolute Batman.
Biggest one of the year.
Is that definitely the biggest one?
Yeah, I mean last year it was Transformers. This year definitely, and the year before probably Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, it was Ultimate the year before. It was 2022.
Yeah.
Really?
No, actually Ultimate Spider-Man might have been last year. Yeah.
I thought it was last year. Yeah.
It was early. I think it was early on last year.
What were some other big titles from this year? Anything significant stand out? People ask for spec books. There was the Doom book. That was this year, right?
Yeah, the Doom book. Do you know why that was? Do you know why?
Because of your favourite thing that's going to happen in the MCU.
No, that's not why.
That's not why?
Nah, it was because there was a lyric from a song in it, from a dead rapper.
Oh, yeah. He quotes it. Yeah, okay. No,
that's why.
You did tell me that actually.
Yes. They forget. #forget guys.
Sorry, the spec book for Robert Downey Jr. was Invincible, or the Doctor Doom Iron Man crossover thing.
I have no idea. Yes, Infamous.
Infamous?
From memory, the one that really, Absolute Superman, all the Absolute books, pretty much just absolutely, pardon the pun.
Australia.
Oh no, yeah, they were probably I was just having flashbacks of Ultimate Spider-Man, people calling me, have you got number one, have you got Ultimate Spider-Man, have you got Ultimate Spider-Man, people were ringing around just to, because of the spec. People who don't even read comics wanted a copy. That was the same with Ultimate Spider-Man. So it's just, FOMO, people have FOMO, and it's going to be worth a lot of money sometime. There are too many people watching YouTube. That's probably the one that I can think of. Maybe Alien versus Avengers.
Really? People cared about that?
Yeah, people cared.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, especially after the fact though, after the fact. So after it came out, the talk about what happens in the book, people wanted to read that.
Can we spoil that?
I don't know, you can put spoiler alert on there.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Miles Morales gets impregnated.
Oh.
And someone else gets impregnated, I can't remember. Anyway, so what happens is...
By an alien, by the way.
Yeah. Or gets it...
An egg?
It goes on to... No, it hits Venom, I think. Or someone like that. Or not Venom, anti-Venom. One of the Venoms. It's a futuristic, so it's a future story. It's not set in real time. And the face hugger, the Venom symbiote goes onto the face hugger. It makes it sentient. It was interesting. It was different. Yeah, so that was after the fact. People were calling me after the fact about that. Yeah, that's it really. That was the only two that I could that are notable. Maybe G.I. not as I thought G.I. Joe would be more popular, but the first, from the Skybound universe, but it wasn't.
But
so
that
I
whole
really thought Energon universe.
Yeah,
but
the whole what do you call the image thing? The Ghost Machine, or what it was?
That's Ghost Machine.
Like that did really well this year, right?
Yeah, they brought out more books. Yeah. And how about you now? Let's talk about you. Well, you had a big year too.
This year's been amazing.
Moved in with the girlfriend.
Moved in, got
with Sarah.
Place. The new job I went full time recently. The channel was just like
what's it going? What?
That's a little. People are going to go look. Let's see. Right. But the channel's done really well. Obviously, my vlogs started to do really well. I've seen so many new people in the comment section. So many people now come up to me. I mean, that's been a slow build.
Some people come up to me.
It's been a slow, mate.
What they do come up to you and say, "Where's Mark?"
Yeah, you wish. Yeah, man. It's been a really good year. I mean, even before I went full time with the new job, when I was doing the two jobs, I was in a much better place mentally, not being at the old job as much.
Yeah.
Like that was huge.
That job was ahead.
And especially right now. Like I used to hate Christmas. I used to say I hate Christmas because it just made me think of work.
So retail, he works in a major. What would you call them?
Electronics
retailer during Christmas.
Yeah, and it's just a nightmare. And just
it's a nightmare.
Hearing the stories from ex-colleagues of what's going on at the moment, I'm just like I don't miss it. And I've been able to enjoy this Christmas. Just like I went out for Black Friday, and it's been a great year.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud that you did that. I'm proud that you finally let go.
Definitely,
because it's hard. It's not easy leaving that place because it's so comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. You're comfortable. You got great friends there.
Got friends there. That's what held me there for so long, was the friends.
Yeah, and the people were great.
And the management's flexible with your hours.
Yeah, So look, as much as I wanted to complain about the job, I always knew that I was lucky to have that job at the same time. You know what I mean? Like
for so long too.
I'm not gonna complain and say it was a crap place to work for.
Nah.
It's just that people get too comfortable and they bitch and moan when, So
yeah.
But
that's good. I'm very proud of you, mate.
But also,
a big step.
Well, yeah. So definitely, this is currently, I feel like, a new chapter. Definitely with the new job, and then we started the podcast. Finally, we've been talking about it forever. Get ready because next year is going to be the year for the NOOB Absolute podcast.
We're going to have some guests and some subjects.
I've already got the next 2 episode ideas.
Good, that's how you have to think. Good.
That's right. So
good.
It's going to be a big year for that. So I'm looking forward to
we done?
Just 2 more minutes.
We're done. I got to make some money, mate.
Just quickly. Goals for next year, Big City Comics. What is it?
I want to see the Magpies win the grand final next year. All right, go
Hawks.
Pies.
Hashtag footy guy.
Go the Chiefs. Win the Super Bowl. All right, that's 2. And I'm getting married next year. All right, I'm going on a honeymoon, so you're not going to see me for about 3 weeks. But yeah, my goals for Big City Comics would be just to keep going as I'm going. Everyone knows by now, I'm a big firm believer in, letting your business grow fluidly. So who knows? I'll keep doing what I'm doing and see what happens.
And I'm going to help you get to the top, baby.
And I'm going to help you get to the top.
That's right. Together we can do this.
Yeah. Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Say bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I actually rang him and I said, what's going on? And he goes, I go, how come you didn't promote it? He goes, I forgot. I forgot. He forgot his own podcast.
Don't know what it is. It's obviously a very heavy looking book, as you can see.